the future for the municipality by providing both significant financial compensation and access to approximately 100% additional servicing capacity with respect to wastewater for our residential and industrial lands. A key component of the settlement is an upfront payment of $15 million in compensation for the lost tax revenue and costs realized by Central Elgin. With these funds, Council consider addressing immediate affordability concerns as prioritized in its strategic plan, and we will carefully do so over the coming weeks and months. Stay tuned. Additionally, the settlement includes access to 7,700 cubic meters per day of wastewater treatment capacity at rates equal to the City of St. Thomas, which will facilitate both the expansion of residential development and the development of our industrial lands retained by municipality of Central Elgin. Having the ability to service the industrial lands retained within the municipality is invaluable and would not have been secured as quickly without this settlement. Where there was previously limited opportunity for growth, there is now tangible and significant potential for development. Finally, the province of Ontario will be working with the municipality in Elgin County on the future development of the former St. Thomas Psychiatric Hospital in Central Elgin as part of the recently announced site preparation pilot program. The site will be repurposed for residential development that will contribute to provincial housing targets, further expand the municipality's tax base, and provide local housing options. This property, which has long been vacant, can now be put to productive use. Having access to servicing for the property will expedite its redevelopment and could quickly deliver a range of urgently needed options, including mixed residential and attainable housing. Development will be a benefit to our broader community. An increase in industrial investment supports increased revenue for both Central Elgin and Elgin County. This settlement also presents an opportunity for the municipality to work together with our regional partners and Elgin County Development as we now look to attract investment. Today's news underscores the importance of elected officials working together to address shared challenges and ensure that our region remains a desirable and affordable place for all to work in and call home. I would like to thank MPP Flack for his leadership and support over the last year of negotiations, both locally and at Queen's Park. Minister, it has been a pleasure to work with you. Mayor Joe, my thanks for your candor and accessibility throughout the process. While we've not always agreed, I respect that you are a champion for your community, and I have seen firsthand your dedication. I look forward to continued collaboration with you both in the coming months as good news continues to flow to the St. Thomas, Central Elgin, and Elgin County regions. Today, we celebrate the most significant advancement for the municipality of Central Elgin in its 25 years. But tomorrow and the weeks to come, the real work begins. And I believe this is a solid first step towards a path to prosperity. I would now like to introduce Minister Flack for him to say a few words.
Sorry. Thanks, Mayor, and thanks, Joe and Andrew. A great day indeed. You know, I remember when we announced the PowerCo Volkswagen deal, it was a big celebration, but I remember thinking and saying publicly that the heavy lifting just begins. And part of that heavy lifting, I think, just got done. So I want to congratulate both mayors and municipalities. I also want to give a shout out to the county because at the end of the day, my definition of team is together, everyone achieves more. And I think this deal certainly moves forward that concept in a good way with more to come. I want to also acknowledge Jeff Schilling, who just done a very good job in helping facilitate. Our provincial facilitator isn't here today. Ian Kerr is back there somewhere. They don't like their names said out loud, the backroom folks to get it done, the heavy lifting, as they say. But Jeff was a good man to work with, and I played what role ever I did. I think I call it shuttle diplomacy, a little back and forth. But at the end of the day, I think it took some time, but it took the right amount of time to get the right deal. So well done. Congratulations. You know, in our last provincial budget, I call it an infrastructure budget, and this region is a big part of that infrastructure. And we talk about the lands across the road here. Since I was elected and before, I remember talking to lots of different people. Steve Peters is back there somewhere hiding. Shouldn't be hiding, but where are you, Steve? There you are. Talking about, talked to Jeff Urich about it. I've talked to virtually every one of you about it. We need to repurpose that land. And I was so pleased that we finally got the needle moved, and in the budget, the dollars are set aside to start that repurposing of lands that I think are so crucial to not only the success of Central Elgin, but all of Elgin County. And your deal certainly complements that notion and that strategic plan going forward. Now, what are we going to do with that land? You know, as the Associate Minister of Housing, that's exactly what I hope we do with it, is help this community create the environment to get a lot of housing built, not just acre estate lots, but the housing continuum, affordable, attainable, because we've got a lot of people moving here, and we have to have the infrastructure to support it. And it's not just the lands across the road. It's roads, county roads, schools, hospitals, community health care. All this infrastructure is crucial to our long-term success in this region. And it really is Elgin, Middlesex, London, because while PowerCo is going to be in St. Thomas, the far-reaching effects are going to benefit this community. But we have to be prepared for more heavy lifting to get more infrastructure in place to get the job done. So again, I think this is a great heavy lifting start, and I congratulate both municipalities, both leaders here. They've been great to work with, and it's always fun when you're growing, not receding. So again, congratulations. Thanks for coming out, and more to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister Flack. Mayor Joe.
Thank you, Mayor Sloan, and thank you, Minister, and thank you to everybody here today, but particularly thank you to the Council of the City of St. Thomas, who have been a great direction and help and support through all of this. You know, this has been a whirlwind of a year, and it's really only been just a slight bit over a year that we've been working towards today. I will say the same as Mayor Sloan said. There were days when it was tougher than days when it wasn't, but it was never disrespectful, and we wanted to come up with a solution that was win, 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 win. I'm going to go 5 or 6, because with the help of the province, the help of Central Elgin, the help of even the federal government, we now are in a place so drastically different than we were a year ago. And we can look forward to all of us succeeding. With what we've decided today with Central Elgin, they now can rush forward from a growth point of view and a future that looks so much brighter. St. Thomas can continue that too. The province has made this available to all of us. And so thank you, Mayor Sloan. I know that there was times when we gritted our teeth through this, and there's times now that we call each other for just no reason at all. So I like that part better, and I think we work way better when that's the case. So thank you, and thank you, Minister.
Thank you, Mayor Preston. As we do thanks, I'd like to thank the negotiating team. I'd like to thank the Deputy Minister. Sorry. I'd like to thank the Deputy Mayor. Todd, you'll eventually be a Deputy Minister, but we need some time. And thank my council as well for their support in the process. I'd also like to thank the mayors that are here today, Mayor Hentz, Mayor Giguère, and Mayor Cookett. Thank you very much for coming out and supporting this. I'd like to sincerely thank everyone who joined us today to share in this historic news. I have a feeling that we will all be seeing a lot more of each other in the weeks and months ahead as we work together to shape the future of our great communities. Thank you.